High Performance Habits: How Extraordinary People Become That Way by Brendon Burchard. Climb to success with ease. Do you work hard but still struggle to stand out from the crowd? Even when you aim high, do you find yourself caught up in responding to emails and tackling mundane tasks? If so, you are likely an average performer, trapped in a routine, average cycle of life. Ooh, ouch. Fortunately, there is hope for change. Recent research reveals that most successful individuals are not born with some unique talent for achievement, nor do their accomplishments stem from a specific personality type that they're just born with. No. Instead, the secret to lasting success lies in embracing certain habits. By adopting 6 key habits identified through studies on high performance, you will be on your way to reaching remarkable new heights. Discover how pursuing clarity, generating energy, elevating necessity, boosting productivity, cultivating influence, and exhibiting courage will enable you to excel and reach for the stars. Unlock your potential with good habits and strong self-belief. Have you ever met someone who seems to effortlessly excel at everything they do? Maybe even when you look in the mirror. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Maybe she has obtained multiple degrees while working 2 jobs, stays in shape, and seems never to be stressed by it all. Or perhaps he is the guy with the golden touch. Now we're talking about me. Now we're talking about get that golden touch, turning every project he takes on into fantastic success. I knew we were talking about me. These individuals are known as high performers. Brendon conducted one of the most extensive studies on high performance ever, investigating people from over 190 countries to comprehend how they achieve long-term success. He found that factors like gender, race, age, and personality traits actually had very little impact on high performance. Instead, what truly matters are specific key habits, such as maintaining physical fitness. Oh, so that explains it. That one explains it. Do not mistake these habits for quick life hacks. No. Or effortless magical changes. Just do this one thing and you're going to be perfect. No. High performers surpass their peers because they consciously and consistently practice these habits. Another shared characteristic is their confidence in mastering even new, challenging tasks, like taking on a significant work project or learning a new language. This confidence is not innate. You're not born with it. It is learned through diligent practice. This is great news for you if you got some low self-confidence. It means you can also build this confidence through practice. With ongoing practice, you will acquire more knowledge, hone more skills, and your confidence will grow, making it easier to continue learning and expanding. This cycle of constant growth and self-improvement is the essence of high performance. So far, so good, right? We got it. We on the same path. Now, let us dive into those habits. High performers possess self-awareness and a clear life purpose. When was the last time you pondered significant questions like, why am I so awesome? Oh, I'm sorry. How do I want to be remembered? Or what do I want to achieve in life? Most people consider these questions only on their birthdays, New Year's Eve. What do I want to do? What's the purpose of my life? However, high performers reflect on these questions regularly. Brendon refers to this habit as seeking clarity, which keeps them focused on their goals. Having clarity provides them with a strong sense of purpose, direction, and focus in everything they do, as they know exactly how their actions contribute to their bigger goals. On the other hand, lacking clarity can lead to feeling stuck and overwhelmed by negative emotions, not knowing if what you are doing is serving your greater purpose or not. To enhance clarity, focus on improving 4 key areas. 1. Self. Know the person you want to become. High performers concentrate on becoming the best version of themselves and being remembered for being the best. This might involve being kind, attentive, and humble. The best does not mean you're number one at some sport. You can be the kindest, the most attentive person, and being remembered for being great at those positive things. Once you identify who you want to be, ask yourself, have I behaved this way so far in my life? Have I behaved this way recently in my life? And if not, what must I change? 2. Social. Be mindful and intentional in your interactions with others. High performers do not socialize on autopilot. When there is a lunch date, meeting, or party planned, they ask, how can I make this encounter positive, awesome, and the best? 3. Skills. Know which talents need development. High performers focus on a primary profession or area of interest and dedicate time to practice while avoiding distractions. For example, if you want to become a great writer, you need to set aside time to write. Hey, not just learning about writing, you got to do that too. And you got to seek feedback about ways to identify areas for improvement, but most importantly, you need to allocate time to actually write. 4. Service. Find ways to give back to others. High performers excel in working for the benefit of others, not just themselves. This approach motivates them while also instilling a sense of passion and purpose in their work. Consider this question: who needs my help? High performers maintain a positive attitude and are both physically and mentally fit. When picturing the habits of a successful CEO, you might think of effective time management and the ability to minimize distractions. But did you picture daily exercise? CEOs are often associated with mental sharpness, but research indicates that they are also much more physically fit than the average person, with energy levels comparable to that of professional athletes. Brendon refers to this second habit as generating energy, which is crucial for sustaining high performance. Neuroscientists have discovered that regular exercise boosts the production of new neurons in brain areas related to learning and memory. Exercise also enhances mood and reduces stress, contributing to significantly improved leadership performance. While everyone knows that exercise is healthy and beneficial, high performers stand out by making regular exercise a habit and actually sticking to it. In contrast, underperformers, those average people, those types of people we're not trying to be, they are adept in finding excuses to avoid working out. Hey, you can spend as much time talking about why you didn't work out as actually having a short workout. You want to look for the reasons to work out, not excuses for why you didn't. Generating mental energy involves maintaining a positive outlook on life. Data reveals that high performers are more optimistic and cheerful than their peers, even though their personal and professional lives are quite challenging and at times stressful. They consistently and purposefully concentrate on the positive things while steering clear of negative thoughts. Research suggests that this positive thinking directly correlates with high performers experiencing happier emotional lives and possessing more mental energy. To cultivate the habit of positive thinking, take a moment each morning to ask yourself what you are looking forward to that day. Come on, man, there's a whole day ahead of you. You can't think of one thing you're looking forward to? Force yourself to be positive. Perhaps you're meeting an old friend for lunch. And if you're not, maybe you should set something up. Come on, be a little bit more social now. Hey, perhaps it's a coworker's birthday. Maybe you don't even like the coworker, but that doesn't mean you can't look forward to it. Focus on something positive. Remember that this is not just about staying in a good mood. Neuroscientists believe that anticipating positive events releases as much dopamine, the hormone associated with happiness, as experiencing the event itself. That's why I'm constantly telling girls that I'm dating that I'm going to take them on vacation and then don't do it so they can still experience the happiness of it, right? I mean, right? It works technically. Thus, having a positive outlook is a potent tool as it allows you to enjoy happiness twice, both in anticipation of the event and when it actually occurs. Unless you're dating me, then it's just the first one. High performers leverage both inner and external expectations to stay motivated. Picture two runners preparing to start a race, both with similar track records and the same amount of training. However, one runner is focused only on the personal glory of winning. They want to win for themselves, while the other thinks, I have to win this to respect and honor my mother who raised me so well. Who is more likely to win? The latter. That is because increasing the stakes boosts performance. Brendon refers to this third habit as raising necessity. High performers infuse their work with a sense of necessity and urgency, often combining an external obligation with their internal desires, and the combination being even more powerful. This approach gives them more motivation and improves their chances of success. In contrast, underperformers depend solely on their desire to succeed, making their success preferable but not essential. If you're only doing it for yourself, you can get lazy and nobody else suffers. But if you are working for not only yourself, but also your family, friends, or at a high level of success, even your community, if you get lazy, other people get hurt. To implement this practice, first set a high standard for yourself. Aim to master your craft and avoid settling for easy and achievable goals. Next, connect your personal goal to an external obligation so that a positive outcome benefits someone else in your life. For example, if your project's success results in significant donations and exposure for a local charity, you are much more likely to work harder to ensure the project's success. Another high performer habit for increasing the stakes is to share your goal with as many people as you can. Creating external expectations and vocalizing your goal to the world can amplify its significance. No one wants to fail publicly, so the more people you tell, the more committed you will feel. When Brendon aimed to create an online video course on personal development, he not only informed his friends and family about it, but he also invited them to be the first ones to try it out and provide feedback. His close social circle was so aware of and anticipating the completion of his project that these expectations practically ensured that he would meet his deadline. High performers minimize distractions and set smart deadlines. Feeling consistently busy and overwhelmed without accomplishing much indicates an imbalance between the energy expended and the results achieved. This leads us to the fourth habit of high performance: increasing productivity. You can increase productivity by learning to distinguish between important and unimportant tasks, ensuring you focus your energy on tasks that truly matter. Underperformers, on the other hand, concentrate on minor tasks that may provide a short-term sense of productivity, but contribute little, if anything at all, to the big picture goal. A prime example is email, which consumes an average of 28% of the average worker's workday. Answering an email may give you a sense of accomplishment, but it's really more like a false sense of accomplishment. It's really more of a distraction from the critical work you should be performing. Another vital aspect of productivity is timing. Data reveals that underperformers are over 3 times more likely to fall into the false deadline trap, setting a deadline that is not strictly enforced. With no pressure to meet the deadline, motivation wanes and productivity suffers. In contrast, high performers excel at planning, establishing clear and challenging deadlines and goals. A visible finish line helps maintain focus, resist distractions, and sustain energy levels. Data demonstrates that a person with a clear and challenging goal consistently outperforms someone without a strict deadline. Large projects spanning long periods of time can be particularly challenging, especially when it comes to staying focused and maintaining momentum. In such cases, breaking long-term goals into sub-goals with 4 or 5 smaller steps is helpful. This strategy enables you to stay focused and progress even when months or years remain before completion. High performers are supportive, generous, and attentive to others' needs for success. There is a common belief that being at the top can be lonely, implying that reaching the pinnacle of professional success leaves no one to share your accomplishments. Yeah, this is more of a saying than the reality. Research shows that high performers are skilled at building meaningful and lasting connections with their colleagues. And in fact, this is one of the reasons they become so successful. High performers are grateful and generous individuals who are not afraid to challenge those they work with and expect the same in return. In 2016, the American Psychological Association's Work and Well-Being Survey showed that only half of U.S. workers feel valued and acknowledged by their superiors. High-performing managers would not accept this. Burchard's study found that high performers consistently praise and encourage their staff, making them more likely to recognize and appreciate good work. Having a giving mindset, the fifth habit, is a characteristic of high performers. They are aware of others' challenges and others' desires, using this knowledge to provide people with what they need. High performers also understand that their staff needs trust and freedom to make their own decisions. They are aware and respectful of this empowering approach, which serves as a strong motivator. By being perceptive and attentive to others' growth needs, high performers can assign suitable tasks to the right people, helping them reach new heights. When high performers need something themselves, they do not hesitate to ask for help. In contrast, underperformers often avoid asking for favors out of fear of judgment or rejection. However, statistics reveal that people are actually much more likely to receive a positive response and help. In fact, they are 3 times more likely to receive help than they think they are. Fears of harsh judgment from peers are generally overblown. In reality, most people are too preoccupied with their own lives to spend time judging you, so there's no need to worry. High performers embrace risks and openly share their aspirations. Do you prefer to stay in your comfort zone? How much pressure does it take for you to step outside of your comfort zone? For high performers, taking risks is not uncommon. In fact, displaying courage is the sixth and final habit of high performers, and it aligns with adopting a positive outlook on challenging situations. These attitudes are not inborn personality traits. No, they are characteristics that high-performing individuals have developed and honed over time. They understand that bold actions carry a higher risk of failure, but they have learned to overcome their fears and take action anyway. With practice, you can also make daring decisions, and like high performers, even enjoy the excitement of trying something new. Taking a risk is like any other learned skill. It becomes easier the more you do it. All you need to do is start by taking one small leap. Similar to skydiving, the first attempt is filled with panic and fear, but each subsequent jump becomes less stressful and more manageable. Eventually, you might even be having a little fun. Most people avoid struggles, but becoming extraordinary and achieving your goals requires embracing challenges with a smile on your face. It is all about having the right mindset. Instead of complaining about life's difficulties, high performers view each new challenge as an opportunity to grow. One common courageous act is being open and honest about one's true ambitions. Many people avoid this behavior to escape judgment or ridicule, while the average person works towards their dreams quietly. High performers do not hold back, even if they know someone else might label them as delusional or even a little crazy. To them, it is all part of life's valuable journey. So, do not waste another day. Do not waste another minute. Embrace the world with its ups and downs. By being open, you will discover many people eager to help you turn your dreams into a reality. High performers do not start out exceptional. They develop over time through consistent and determined practice aimed at mastering specific habits. They possess a strong understanding of their work's purpose. They maintain high energy levels, utilize external motivators, enhance productivity through strategic planning, consistently engage with and support those around them, and confidently take bold risks. This concludes High Performance Habits.